What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, the 19th of March, and once again, yes, you got it. We're talking all things DeFi and AI agents on this channel, guys, okay? DeFi and AI agents, that's what we talk about every single day on this channel.
You've got to tell us why you're doing it.
Because the intersection of AI and crypto is literally programmed, guys, okay? The actual on-chain, payment rails is literally been made for AI agents, guys. It's the only way that AI agents are going to be able to move value and pay for things. It's going to be all on-chain, and it's happening now, and it's happening right before our eyes. Now, as you can see, guys, RSS3 is up 46.3% today, which is obviously defying the rest of the market, right? And it's actually up 120% this week. Congratulations for anyone that got in here. Two massive god candles, especially the most recent one here, has now pushed RSS3 up to a $61 million market cap and into the top 4 of DeFi projects, actually even outpacing Anon in market cap, which is somewhat surprising considering the amount of mindshare that Anon has been getting recently. So for those of you that haven't seen RSS3, let's dive into what actually is RSS3 and why are people getting excited about this. As you can see here, RSS3 is actually part of the AI data infrastructure project, okay, guys? And what they're actually planning to do here is they're bringing AI data infrastructure to virtuals, okay? And as you can see, we've also had some really good price action on a game, the open source framework from virtuals recently. Now, if you guys remember and watch my videos, you'll know that game is actually powering the new agent commerce protocol, okay, ACP, and that's something that the virtuals protocol team and ecosystem has been very excited about because they're soon going to be launching their autonomous hedge funds as well as a decentralized media house, which is going to be pumping out like crypto viral content, obviously all AI generated. That's all using ACP. That will be the first 2 use cases. Now, RSS3 actually plugs in to this workflow and actually provides the AI data infrastructure, as it says here. So, moving further down here, something that I found interesting is it says that basically by using the RSS3 AI data infrastructure, they are actually using 92 fully decentralized nodes, okay, including one that's run by Google. Yeah, okay, Google is not the most decentralized company, but okay, I understand that 92 nodes are obviously decentralized. The only fully decentralized data network covering the world's data across Web 1, 2, and 3 with 400 million queries processed to date. And they keep referring it to like the Bitcoin, but for AI, RSS3 in terms of its decentralization. Now, obviously that's a bit far-fetched, but you can't blame them for trying to push that narrative. But yeah, generally what they're trying to say in this thread is that by utilizing their AI data infrastructure, it allows the game framework virtuals to have a completely decentralized, platform, basically. All the data coming in is obviously going to be decentralized, and they're calling it the Bitcoin for data. As you can see here, founder Joshua has envisaged a world where data is open and free from central control. Yeah. Now with RSS3 powering Virtual's AI agent framework, fully autonomous and decentralized AI is becoming reality, one node at a time. Okay, guys? So yeah, look, I can obviously get behind what RSS3 are building. Fully decentralized and verifiable world data is obviously what we want. We don't want centralized actors obviously feeding into AIs and potentially feeding them with a bunch of propaganda. So it's good to get fully decentralized data, of course, and now that's going to be powering the game framework. Like I said, has finally been waking up in terms of the price action this week. There's a really nice steady rise. We saw a little bit of a sell-off yesterday, but ultimately I think it's a bit inevitable that the game framework does start to take off and get more traction. And obviously RSS3 is now integrated into the kind of product now for launching AI agents with ACP, with virtuals. So I think this is something to get excited about. Now look, this isn't new news, right? This is like over a month ago, but sometimes the market takes a while to pick up on what's going on. This could be one of the reasons why people are getting excited about RSS3. Okay, guys, moving into AI agents, we can see mainly green across the board, which is great to see over the last 24 hours. We can see Delicium here is up 19.1%. We've got Pal AI up 8.9%. aiXBT here at 82 million market cap. Obviously, it got socially engineered, hacked yesterday, as we reported here on the channel, which was obviously pretty negative for aiXBT and their team. But they're, the team behind it has come out swinging, to be fair to them. And it's about time, to be honest, because I keep saying on this channel, we need to see what is the next iteration for next aiXBT. There's been a lot of people that are getting a bit tired of automated replies on X, and I think the novelty has definitely worn off, as CZ has said himself. But the team over at aiXBT have teased us what could be coming next. So here's actually what RXBT said, which is, I guess, one of the main guys behind aiXBT. And he was like, yeah, we're building a platform that allows you to process all opportunities people are discussing on crypto Twitter in 30 minutes, instead of browsing all day by stripping off the noise, compressing data, and building a score based on social patterns. From there, you can explore each topic further with 3 levels of depth. So that actually does sound pretty bullish, and it really took aiXBT to get hacked to actually get an update as to how they're actually going to add more utility to the aiXBT token. So as of right now, the terminal is way too expensive, even at this market cap, for the normal person to use. But if they are building this where you can just click of a button in 30 minutes, browse all the data just by pressing a button, then obviously that's pretty impressive. It's going to be interesting, right? Because if everyone can read a narrative that is brewing, then it'll be a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, I guess. guess, if people can see it coming and then buy into it, and then that will obviously add more to it, and then it will just keep going. So that's quite interesting to see how this is going to play out. Adam McBride here actually made a really good point, and I'm sure a lot of you are probably thinking the same thing. If this trading data is so valuable, why do you just keep it for yourself instead of like giving it to everyone else? And they've basically responded here and said, building and contributing with something useful is more fulfilling. I did make my capital trading on crypto Twitter over the past 8 years. It's more difficult to scale after reaching a certain level. So it sounds like aiXBT guys have done very well for themselves, unsurprisingly, considering they're obviously gigabrains for building this thing. But yeah, finally, aiXBT holders can actually get excited about something that's being built. So hopefully that comes out sooner rather than later, guys. Yeah, really excited to see what this next leg is for aiXBT. All right, guys, let's get into the news, shall we? And let's start with this big announcement here. There's some big numbers, okay? Crossmint have announced a $23.6 million fundraise led by Ribbit Capital to bring every business an AI agent on chain, guys, okay? And they've raised that from some serious players, okay? Franklin Templeton is a serious player. Lightspeed is a serious player. In fact, all those guys are serious players. That's some serious capital raised. Okay, and now their job, as they're saying, is to bring every business and AI agent on chain, which would be fantastic, of course. Now, going through the blog post here, so just so you guys know what Crossmint do, they basically help people on chain, like they said, but they obviously have these APIs that don't require extensive expertise to integrate. Okay, and they handle treasury management, gas fees. Basically, obviously, it's a technical project, so they help transform projects by building on chain through a suite of low-code APIs for wallets, stablecoins, on-ramps, tokenizations, and credentials that can be combined to create any use case. Okay, so here they're just talking about their product, about how it's enterprise grade, how they do hold virtual asset service provider licenses with a Mika license underway as well, which is really solid to get, by the way, really difficult. So compliance wise, they seem legit. And also something I liked about here is they have familiar features like Face ID and email signups while eliminating gas fees. We need to make the UX better in crypto, and that's something that DeFi is really working on. But again, using Face ID or email signups with their products is great. But anyways, I'm not here to shill Crossmint. I'm here to talk about AI agents, obviously, guys, obviously.
Yes, we hope so.
But the best part of their product, in the best paragraph in this whole article, is this last paragraph here under the rise of the AI agents. Okay, guys. So basically what it says is that their wallet, payment, and credential APIs now let agents securely hold funds, trade assets, and purchase goods and services. Crossmint's GOAT SDK is the most downloaded open source library for connecting AI agents to blockchain protocols with 150,000 downloads in the past 2 months. And then they go on to talk about what's next. But look, guys, Lightspeed, Franklin Templeton, Ribbit Capital, these are all investors with major contacts in the top echelons of finance and business. Okay, so if they have invested in Crossmint to bring as many businesses and of course AI agents on chain, then this is mega bullish for the AI agent category. Okay, guys, and especially for blockchains that are supporting AI agents and really focused on those areas. So yeah, look, just wanted to bring you guys that news. I know it's a little bit institutional news and maybe not something you'd expect too much on a KOL channel, but it's important to know what is going on, guys, with these big financial players heading into Web3 AI agents. All right, guys, next up we're talking about CZ. Yes, the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Well, he's been talking about AI agents again, and he's saying that not every AI agent needs its own cryptocurrency. Basically, what he's saying here on the tweet is he's saying it's an unpopular opinion. Agents can take fees in an existing crypto for providing a service, launch a coin only if it has scale, and focus on utility and not tokens. Totally agree with you. As we've seen, there's been a lot of trashy AI agents coming out of those AI agent launchpads that actually had no scale and very little utility. But come on, CZ, it was the same in 2017 with all the ICOs. Loads of those business models didn't need a token either. We saw the same thing with the metaverse craze that happened as well. So it's no surprise that it's happening here as well. But CZ's spot on. Obviously, he knows the industry probably more than anyone. But if you think about it now, with the AI agent app store being built by Arc, which is Rhizome, and obviously with Virtual's agent commerce protocol also being built, and then also we have the MEC marketplace, of course, from Autonolas. Just 3 examples, guys. There's going to be loads, tens and tens of them. There's going to be lots of actually fees to be made by AI agent developers to actually just add their AI agent, their useful AI agent, onto one of those platforms and just earn fees. There's no reason to have a token, alongside it. You're probably better off having a more stress-free life, just earning the fees by building a good product, a good AI agent that people want to tap into, use and tip. You don't have the pressure, right, of having a community, of like trying to keep the coin up, listing on exchanges. Much easier life. Just sit back and chill with your AI agent, just making you money and fees every day that you've built. So look, guys, there's going to be, there already is, like massive studios that are just constantly trying to build new AI agents, adding them into the marketplaces and just earning fees. And yeah, I think CZ's spot on here. And it's cool to see that CZ's consistently talking about AI agents, guys, because he obviously has a lot of mind share. And clearly BNB chain are pivoting or have pivoted already and are making a big play into AI agents, guys. So I do hope that CZ continues to tweet about AI agents and continues to keep the narrative here with us in this space. But I do agree with him that not every AI agent needs its own cryptocurrency. Let's keep an eye on what CZ and BNB chain continue to do in this space. All right, guys, next up, we're talking about Moby. Okay, now Moby made a big splash a couple of months ago as an AI agent that is launched by Asset Dash and Whale Watch Alert, because basically it was allowing you to basically see where the smart money was trading. It was basically giving you alphas where, where is the smart money buying, what are them, even meme coin trading, like all of that stuff, like basically trying to get you the most intelligent trades before they happen. And it got a lot of attention. And, obviously it's built by the guys over at Asset Dash and Whale Watch Alert, which means they already have, great experience of finding these things. But then they also launched their open source framework quite recently as well for Moby, okay? And they announced their first enterprise partner recently with a company called Bonk. And now they're going to the next AI enterprise partner for Moby, and that is Faraway. GG, okay? Now, Faraway GG is actually, a Web3 gaming ecosystem that is backed by some of the biggest VCs in the whole of crypto, okay? As you can see here, AI16Z, Lightspeed, Jump Capital, and many others. Okay, guys, so if we just jump over to the Faraway website, you'll see for themselves what a pretty epic ecosystem these guys have. It's very, very clean here. And here's just some of the games that are in the Faraway ecosystem. And there was a couple here that, stood out to me. Obviously, Dookie Dash, obviously, is a Bored Ape Yacht Club, branded game with very valuable IP inside. And they've also got Mini Royale Nations, which is popular, and, many more. You can see Rift is here, Villains, Shatterline, and basically Moby is going to be, a part of Rift, okay? And Rift is obviously in this network. And basically what Rift is it's similar to a platform, what a lot of people are building in terms of you can bring a AI agent over to Rift, and Rift can then actually allow you to plug into lots of different intelligent, AI tooling to basically make your AI agent smarter. Okay, guys, and now Moby obviously has a very, very good access to smart trading insights and analysis. Okay, guys, and now obviously with Moby, the revenue and fees from Moby will be converted to Moby. So obviously there's a flywheel here effect, and the more people that use the Moby AI agent will obviously have a positive impact in terms of the price, and obviously taking more circulating supply off the market for Moby. Okay, and we can see here there was a tweet from Matthias, who runs Asset Dash, basically saying what this partnership's about. So he says this integration will make it easy for developers to integrate Moby into their agent experience on Rift. Okay, and use cases can range from trading bots to research assistants to alerting tools and many more. Okay, so congratulations to the Moby team for their second enterprise partner. We're looking forward to hearing about more. All right, guys, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for joining me once again. If you have been enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, and smash that bell notification, guys. All right, thank you guys so much. I'll be back here again, and we'll see you for another daily dose of DeFi tomorrow.